Hello, everyone, and welcome to Motivational Recovery. I'm Curtis, and I created this channel to share what I've learned on my road to recovery and what I'm continuing to learn on my road to recovery. And it's just one person's take on recovery. But for me, that means I have to wake up every day and I have to start again. And I have to continuously surrender to the process of recovery. And the definition of surrendering for me is getting rid of old beliefs that didn't work for me, and replacing them with a new belief system and new beliefs that will serve me in my life, in recovery and sobriety. And sometimes that's a second at a time for me, sometimes it's a minute at a time, but it always boils down to a day at a time. And those smaller victories, they add up over time into larger victories. And I just have to pay attention and be careful of my surroundings and keep doing the next right thing. To be honest, I never thought it was possible to get sober and to live a happy life at the same time. I didn't know that was a possibility. I didn't know it existed. But today, I am living a sober life, and I'm living it happily. And, for me, an alcoholic and a drug addict, you can take away the alcohol, you can take away the drugs. But if I continue to use the same belief systems and live a hateful, selfish life, I find I end up in many of the same situations if I was still drinking and using. So for me, that means I had to identify my other character defects and start working on them. And, I'm not perfect, I don't claim to be. I never will be, and that's okay. But if I can at least identify them and start working on them, then I do feel I have a chance at a new life, and a new freedom from drugs and alcohol that wasn't available to me before. You've all heard the old saying, most likely, you can't see the forest amongst the trees. And for me, that was true. And I'm painting this picture I call life, and I couldn't even see it. I was painting a hateful, bleak, dark one. And I had to take a step back and look at it and realize that I'm not done painting that painting. And what do I want to paint with my life now? And every day I wake up, I get a new chance to do that. And I encourage all of you to take a step back and look at your painting. What does it look like? Is it a happy one? Is it something meaningful to you? Is it a painting you want to be painting? I guess is what I'm trying to get at there. And for me, I found to live a happy and productive life and start working on my character defects, I had to surround myself with the winners. And I don't know a better way to put that. But they're out there, people that are working on their character defects, people that are working on themselves and staying sober a day at a time. Hateful people will attract hateful people, and loving people attract loving people, and that's a universal truth, in my opinion. But I've found, if you seek a solid program of recovery, if you seek out the winners, people that are trying to better themselves and live a happy, sober life, and are being successful at that, surround yourself with those people. People that have your best interest in heart and in mind, and you'll know them when you meet them. Call it a gut feeling. You'll find that your world is bigger than ever, bigger than any bar in the world, and filling up with the right kind of people, loving, caring people that do care for you. It's what's happening in my life, and it feels really good. I encourage all of you to seek love for yourself, true love for yourself and the people around you, and the relationships you have in your life, and seek peace and serenity for yourself and the people in your life. Stay grateful, stay humble, stay teachable.